recording. Hey guys and gals, welcome back to another Pit Stop Skeleton Model Garage video. Hi, I'm Vinny and I will be your host. Today I have to do this video even though I have done two videos in the last week on my 34 Ford Coupe. The reason why I need to post this one is because it actually is a group build and it is actually the finale. And I do show some other stuff in this video that I did not show in the previous two videos. So, with all that being said, I hope you guys and gals enjoyed this video. So let's get on with it. We'll be right back. Bye. Hey guys and gals, welcome back to another Pit Stop Scale Model Garage video. Hi, I'm Vinny and I will be your host. Today's video is going to be part 3 of my 34 Ford Coupe. This is going to be final assembly and a reveal. I'm going to show you the chassis, everything I've done on the chassis. I'm going to show you the interior, everything I've done on the interior, and I'm going to show you the body, everything I've done on the body. And then we're going to put it all together and I am going to show you a completed 34 Ford Coupe. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. Toodles! Okay, boys and girls, if you remember in the last video, I left you off that the chassis needed to have some work done to it to be completed, and as you can see, it is completed at this point. Let me get this guy over here. I put the radiator in here with the weirdest kind of hoses I've ever seen before. It's like a Y. I don't know if you guys can see in there, but there is an electric fan inside there. All the wiring has been done. You know, it's funny. I kept saying to myself, where does the battery go in this car? Because there is absolutely no room. Once I put the body on here, there's absolutely no room in the engine compartment. So I'm looking at the chassis, and I found that on the bottom, right here, looks like it might be a battery box. So I ran my positive and negative cables down and around and into that, make it look like it's going into that battery box. As you can see, the exhaust is in there, the engine is permanent, the drive shaft is permanent, everything on the chassis is 1000% complete. And now we'll move over to the chassis, and here's my chassis. Excuse me. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see in there. Well, you should be able to see that pretty good, actually. Yeah, there you go. Now, the decals that came with the kit only gave one large gauge and one small gauge. So I had ordered a while ago, I had ordered some instrument decals from Gopher Racing Products. And these are from that kit right there. And they look pretty good, actually. So we have a wood steering wheel. I painted the chrome parts inside the steering wheel in here with aluminum. Dashboard is black, gloss black. And the entire interior is racing white. I still have a couple of seat belts I'm going to put in there, and then the interior will be finished. So now we need to move on to the body. So stay tuned and we'll be back in a little bit because I still need to do a little bit more on the body to get it ready for the reveal. Alright, take care. We'll be back in a little bit. Okay, boys and girls, unfortunately this segment of this video is supposed to be showing you the body that has been completed. But I was moving the model from one place to the other, and guess what? It slipped out of my hand and it fell and it hit the deck. And on the chassis part, this whole section back here broke. The axle and the uh, wheel pivot or axle, whatever you want to call it, that all broke off of here. So fortunately, I was able to fix that. I'm just waiting for it to dry before I put the wheel back on. The second thing that happened, and I tell you, I am really, really proud on how this car turned out up until yesterday. I'm not going to show you everything that's been done on here, but um, I always hear you guys talking about pinning, and I never understood how that works exactly until I just watched uh, Dave Wood do a tutorial on how he does sparkler wires. Sounds weird, but he showed how he stripped a piece of wire, and he said you could use that wire for pinning. I said, oh, okay, because I didn't know what to use, okay? So, a while back, maybe about a year ago, I bought this stuff. And this stuff is really, really stiff. And so I thought it would be a good fix for this headlight because it's the headlight that broke off, as you can see. It's a Cyclops. I think these lights are goofy anyhow. So I drilled a hole at the bottom of the headlight. Most of the bottom of the headlight broke off when it fell, and I inserted a piece of that wire, and it's glued in there. And then I made a little bit of a spacer right here with a piece of tubing, evergreen tubing, so it will be the same height as this one. So basically all I got to do now is glue this piece to the headlight, paint it, and then let's see if we can install it on here. So maybe there's still hope that I will have a reveal in this video. So let's stay tuned, and we'll get back to you here in a few minutes. Okay guys, welcome back to the bench. Before we wrap this video up and show the reveal, I want to make you guys aware of a little thing that I had found on this build. Now in this picture right here, they show you this inner fender well cover, okay, and they show you where to put it previously in the instructions. They also give you these ones, okay, and these are for the front. There is nowhere in these instructions that show you where these have to go. So it took me a while, but I figured out where they had to go, and I put them in place, and they looked really good. I said, okay, this is looking really good, until I went to marry the body on the chassis. Well, because of the width of the engine and the space that those inner fenders take up, I couldn't get the body on. So nowhere in the instructions do they show where it goes. They don't even show the part anywhere. If any place, they should have shown it like right here, because it does attach to the floorboard. It doesn't attach to the body. The front ones attach to the floorboard. Anyhow, with all of that being said, I'm going to show you all the stuff that's been done, and then we're going to put this body together. Alright, when I mentioned to you guys that I had broken part of the rear wheel assembly on the chassis, that's all fixed. So we have a chassis that's standing up on all four, and it does not be a three-wheeler, it's a four-wheeler. Then I told you on the interior I was going to put the seat belts in there, which I did. I also, and I don't know if you guys are going to see this, let's see, maybe this way. I said that they gave you the brake and clutch but no gas pedal. I went ahead and put a gas pedal in there. It's just a thin strip of styrene, painted it with the rubber black, wham bam, thank you ma'am. Alright, now, I showed you in the last clip that the headlight was broken and how I was going to fix that headlight. So it's now time for me to show you the body of this car and in all its glory. So here we go. I think I'm going to cut this and change cameras right now. I didn't set up for the other camera, but I want to set up for the other camera so you guys can get a good view of everything. So stand by, I'll be right back. Okay, boys and girls, what you're looking at now is my repaired headlight on this 34 Ford. This is the one that I repaired. It's okay. Next time I'll do better. This was the first time I ever did a pinning job, and it worked out fairly easy actually. Once I got everything together on how I was going to do it. Second thing I did on this was, if you remember in the picture, I showed you this stainless steel strip that went along the bottom of the hood. Let's see if we can get closer so you can see that. Well, I put it on there. As you can see, I got the door handles on there. The glass is in. The only thing I'm waiting for to dry is the front molding for the windshield, because I painted it with that Fusion Firm stuff. Door handles I painted with the Fusion Firm. And we get to the back, and I kind of took the easy way out as far as the lights go. There was 3 options I had, and this is the option I picked. And I painted the lenses with transparent red. Painted the molding back here in flat black. The running boards were painted in tire black. The entire body was painted with the MCW Gulfstream Aqua Metallic. Okay, and the interior was painted with racing white. Anyhow, give me a chance to put all of this together, and we will do a reveal on this model. Stay tuned. We'll be back shortly. Okay, boys and girls. Basically, I'm just going to show you the car another time, because if you watched my previous video on the issues I was having, you basically saw the car in the finished state. But we'll go around here, and we'll see what's going on. First of all, in the front, I did blacken the grille with panel liner. This is the headlight that I had repaired. I know it's not the best, but at least it's on the car. Not looking too bad, I don't think. We'll go around a little further. And if you remember in the picture that I showed you, and I'll put the picture up again, that right down here along the bottom of the hood, I put that stainless steel bar, such as what's in the picture that you'll see, that'll be up in one of the corners. Alright, and then we'll continue on here. The door handles I painted with that Fusion stuff. I'm just not really happy with the way the body sits on here. Maybe there's something I can do to raise that up a little bit, because it almost sits on the rear tires. Anyhow, we'll continue on. I did repair the rear bumper. The lights, I had 3 choices for the lights. What is this down here? Get out of there, you. The kit gives you 3 choices. They give you the standard ones that actually protrude off the fender, and then they give you 2 of these that actually secure to the fenders, and I chose to do these ones. Painted them in transparent red, Tamiya. Transparent red. There's no gloss coat on here, or no clear coat. It's just wax and polish, and I think it looks good enough the way it is. I'm not going to go any further with the paint job on this. So, hope you guys and gals enjoyed this video, and as always, your questions, comments, input, subs, shares, and likes are always welcome. For now, that's all, folks. Pit Stop Scale Model Garage out.